Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rocha, Kodash, Ma'amah. I want to give a double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and also our honors to their bishops. I want to give a double honors to my elder apostle, Aharawan Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida, as well as our honors to my bishop, Kanak Sa'an Ban Yasharala, also of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. Nakar Harab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now today I'll be coming out a lesson, and there's another article, and it says Saudi Arabia warns war could be spreading Salakia after attack wounds 11 people. And what people don't understand, and what Esau is trying to keep hidden from the public view, is the Lord is getting these nations ready for war. That's why we have this happening. This is part of prophecy. Wars and rumors. Let me grab that first. I'm gonna go right on and grab that real quick. Because Yahweh Shai himself said that when he was here on the earth. He said these things would happen. And of course, this is in the New Testament, which is prophecy is in the New Testament, is also a fulfilling of prophecy as well. So let's continue. Let's go right to it. This is Matthew 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." So the Lord said we would hear of wars and rumors of wars. We would, well, what's going on right now over there in the east? That's a skirmish or war, if that's what you want to call it. This is a rumor and we hear of it. But the Lord tells us what to not be troubled, because these things have to happen. But the end is not yet. The end will come when Esau decides he wants to push the MOTB on a mass scale, and try to get the whole world to get up under his rulership. That's when the end is going to come. But before now, this is what we see happening before our very face. We have nations rising against nation. That's what's going on over there right now. Nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And it is going to cause famines and pestilences. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. This is prophecy. We see these things. We've seen these things. We've seen them on the news. We've seen them in the articles. And guess what? It's going to happen more. So without further ado, I'm gonna play this little excerpt right here. Then I'm gonna read this article. I'm gonna get a couple of more scriptures, and I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna let that play. Glad I had that on mute. So Esau, he just got to throw a commercial in everything for some stupid reason, some stupid ASS advertisement for some dumb reason.
I think it's going to end pretty soon. I don't think they can go much longer.
President Trump doubling down that Iran is virtually defeated and that a deal is near. But this morning, global oil prices are on the rise again as Iran unveils a draft that would ban American and Israeli ships from even moving through the Strait of Hormuz. Is that something the president would even consider accepting just to get oil flowing again and end this energy crisis? NewsNation Washington correspondent Corey Smith is live outside the White House. Corey, what else are we hearing about where the state of play stands at this hour?
Hey, good morning, Marky. So the president insists the Strait of Hormuz is open, which he has done in the past a lot, and a lot of progress has been made, but he has stopped short of saying that deal with Iran has been reached. According to multiple reports, Iran and Oman still in talks, trying to finalize an agreement. For now, a draft plan would see inbound tankers sticking near the Iranian coast with outbound traffic sailing out near Oman. However, according to one draft that was published by Iran, It would ban U.S. and Israeli boats from the waterway, along with other nations that have attacked Iran. What is yet to be seen is whether Iran and Oman will charge fees for sailing through the Strait of Hormuz, something the Trump administration has been against from the outset. From the Oval Office Thursday, the president insisted talks are going well and addressed reports of dwindling U.S. weapons stockpiles used during the war.
We have certain types of munitions that are very powerful, that we have virtual unlimited supply. We have others where it's a little bit tighter, and we're getting them in on a daily basis, so we're in great shape. But with that being said, we always want more. We have to have more.
Now, on this munitions issue, reports from news outlets and military think tanks suggest the U.S. has used virtually all of its Army tactical missile systems and precision strike missiles during 5 months of war with Iran. In a new interview, one defense official told The Atlantic the shortage is so acute, troops facing Iranian missiles must quickly decide whether to fire a precious interceptor or, quote, hope for the best. The president says the people leaking this information are, quote, being hunted down. The Pentagon denies that there is any shortage, saying the military has everything it needs to carry out the president's orders. But keep in mind, Marky, many of these weapons that are said to be in short supply would take years to fully resupply.
I'm a United States Marine.
So there you go. Salakia. There we go. So let's start this article right here. It says an attack blamed on Yemen's Iran-backed Houthis wounded 11 civilians in southern Saudi Arabia, as the kingdom warned coordinated attacks involving Houthi fighters and Iran-backed militias in Iraq could be imminent. I mean, you wouldn't have that problem if you wasn't over there effing with them people, but hey, let's continue. It says Saudi officials said intelligence shared with the United States and regional partners pointed to possible attacks targeting civilian infrastructure, including energy facilities, ports, and airports, raising fears the conflict could spread further across the east. It says Saudi coalition spokesman, Major General Turki al-Maliki, said the attack in Najran province wounded 11 civilians, including a 4-year-old child. The victims included Saudi, Yemeni, Egyptian, and Pakistani nationals. It says Iran and the U.S. say a Strait of Hormuz deal is close, Salakia, but one or both would have to back down. Well, we already know who should back down according to what's actually right. But hey, we know this devil don't move that way. Let's continue the article. It says a senior Saudi official told Reuters the kingdom, the United States, and the regional allies believe the Houthis and Iran-backed Iraqi militias could launch coordinated strikes against Saudi civilian infrastructure in the coming days. You know, this devil is always worried about innocent civilians getting attacked when this devil will turn right around and attack innocent civilians that can't defend themselves. You see how much of a hypocrite that this devil is? But let's continue. Saudi Arabia said it remains committed to diplomacy, but is prepared to respond to any new attacks. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammed Bakr Ghalibaf, however you say that, rejected recent U.S. calls for negotiations, accusing Washington of theater diplomacy. That's really what it is. It's a bunch of theater. It says, after shifting the military threats to renewed talks of diplomacy. This is in a post on X. Ghalibaf said U.S. pressure tactics, broken promises, and fake news has failed, adding Iran will not engage in what he described as political theatrics. And that's what it is. It's bread and circus. It's dog and pony. But nonetheless, That's what's going on right now. But this is an actual war that's happening, and what we are seeing is I don't know why I was going to say homage, but that's not the word. That's just the word I was going to say. But this is a what that word is. Oh well, I can't think about it right now. But this is an opening to a bigger, greater conflict that is going to draw all the nations in, which is spoken of in the scriptures. As a matter of fact, just referencing it real quick. I'm gonna still go to it though. I'm gonna reference it, but I'm gonna go to it. All right. The Valley of Jehoshaphat, if I'm not mistaken. Come on now. Amos chapter 3. You know what I'm saying? Verses 2. Verse 2, not verses, but verse 2. That's what the Lord said he was going to do. He's going to gather these nations and bring them into the Valley of Jehoshaphat and plead with them. So what we're seeing is a precursor to a greater, wider conflict that's going to involve every nation on earth that has an army. And they're going to fight each other, and they're going to be vying for power. And during that time, who you think finna show up? Yahweh Shai and the angels. 2nd Ezra chapter 13. Start at the top. And they're going to get broke like dishes, but that's what's going on right now. We're seeing a precursor to a wider, greater conflict that they swear that they swear they're trying to stop, but it's not going to stop because the Lord wants this to happen. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. That's what's going on right now. A sound of battle is in the land. War. The drums of war are beating. And the Lord gonna make sure they beat and beat ever louder. This is not gonna just die down. I know that's what they hoping, but it ain't gonna happen. Because this is what the Lord wants. To what? To draw Babylon in and destroy Babylon from off the face of the earth, as it says in Amos, yet again. If I'm not mistaken, 9 and 8. Chapter 9, verse 8. The Lord's eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, and he's going to destroy from off the face of the earth, saving that he will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, or utterly destroy Jacob, meaning the Lord ain't going to make a total end to his people. 2/3 going to get bust up, but they're going to come back. But the remnant, the Lord going to, the wheat, the grain, he going to take that and put it in his barn, meaning he going to save the remnant and bring his nation back through the remnant. But 2/3 of our people got to get messed up. But the main point is this wicked, sinful kingdom being taken down before our very eyes. We're seeing prophecy happen before our very eyes, and this is going to keep happening. It may seem like, oh, it's going to die down and then ramp back up and die down. And no, the Lord is controlling all of this. He's controlling everything. And the sound of battle is in the land, and it's going to be of a great destruction. This is a precursor to that. And with that, Shalom.